Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, in one final segment, talking Patriots. Draft comes up in, I don't know, about 3.5 weeks towards the end of April. The big talk, we've talked about it before, is Jimmy Garoppolo, if he's going to be here, still a free agent. It doesn't look like anyone's going to budge, whether it be Cleveland giving up a top pick or a couple second-round picks, or maybe it's just the Patriots don't want to give him up. Is he going to be here? Basically, the Patriots keep him for one more year, then lose him as a free agent, or do they make a trade? People are still thinking before this draft he could get traded for a first-round pick.
I think either scenario seems pretty likely to me. I mean, if he gets traded, I think they should probably try to trade him.
Right, at least they get something for him.
Right, you get a first rounder and get some other guys. But at the same time, Brady's he's getting old.
Right.
He can't be healthy forever.
Right.
Obviously he can start games. We saw it last year. But to me, I think he will get traded. I think Bill will pull the trigger on that. He might not get all that he wanted.
Right.
But I think it will happen. And if you're the Browns and you really, really need a franchise quarterback, I think you give whatever you can to get this guy.
Well, I would say, either that or you're going to draft somebody in the first round.
Right.
And who you're drafting, they're already going to be 2 years behind the 8 ball because they're coming out of college. I don't care how good they are. Deshaun Watson, Mitch Trubisky, whoever it is, they're still going to be out of college. At least Garoppolo has some experience.
Right, yeah.
Even if he hasn't a lot of playing time, he knows the NFL, he understands systems, defenses, so it just seems like he would be a little bit better than a rookie first-round pick.
Definitely. He's proven that he can play and be very effective. We saw it earlier this year. And, with these guys you draft, you don't know how they're going to play. They're kind of unknown. To me, Garoppolo is definitely a guy who can step in. And especially the Patriots, if you can succeed under that system, that means so much to the rest of the league.
It's complicated.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so obviously Malcolm Butler, he's probably staying, at least for right now. It doesn't look like he'll get traded right away. But let's go to the running back situation. Patriots had Adrian Peterson come in on Monday. And it's funny, that led all the talk on EEI. I was listening. It's Red Sox opening day, but yet they're talking about the Patriots and Adrian Peterson. This is such a football area. Peterson coming in. LeGarrette Blount still unsigned. What do they do for the running back? They're 1 or 2 spots.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I think LeGarrette Blount is younger and more healthy. And that's probably what Bill prioritizes, just being available to play. But if you can sign Adrian Peterson, for cheap money,
that's the thing.
And he does come with some baggage. He basically abused his 4-year-old son.
There's baggage, and he hasn't played much. So does Belichick see past that, or do you go with the sure thing? Not the sure thing, but the thing they already know is LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a risk if you sign Adrian Peterson, but the ceiling might be higher.
Right.
If he's healthy and he still has some left in the tank, he can be a very good, very effective running back. So, risk reward. Definitely
start low and then bump him up to give some incentives or whatever. A lot of time left in the offseason, 3+ weeks until the draft. So anything can happen for this Patriots team.
YCN Sports Talk Picks of the Week are brought to you by Salt Hill Pub, with locations in Lebanon, Hanover, Newport, and Newberry. Whether you're in the mood for a quick lunch, a great steak, their signature fish and chips, a fresh salad, or the best burger in town, Salt Hill Pub has you covered. And yes, everything on their lunch and dinner menu is available for takeout.
All right, here we are. We got a 5-pack of NBA picks, and we are going to lead it off with the aforementioned game between Cavaliers and the Celtics. Andrew, Celtics at home. Do they have the advantage? Can they get the win? I'm
going with the Celtics. We've seen them beat the Cavs before. They're at home. That gives them an advantage, and I think this young, quick, defensive-minded team, they're going to match up well. They'll come out with a W. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think obviously the Celtics already beat them once, so that helps. And with Tristan Thompson out, I agree. I'm going to go with the Celtics to get the win. Another game, and this one is also tonight, the Thunder at the Grizzlies. Russell Westbrook still playing well. Can he get the win on the road?
I think he does. I think he leads the team to the W. He's just been playing out of his mind. I think he's the MVP. What does he have? 1 triple-double away from the record?
Yeah, he's got 40. Yeah, I think he's got 40. Yeah, I'm actually going to go opposite. I'm going to take the Grizzlies at home, but it's going to be a close one. Russell Westbrook is amazing, as you mentioned. Tomorrow night, Celtics travel down to Atlanta to face the Hawks. Will they have a letdown, or can they go on the road and get the win?
Yeah, the Hawks have given the Celtics trouble at times, but I think the Celtics will win. I think they've been playing really well as of late. I think they'll overcome the Hawks. I think they lost to them earlier in the year, I think right after the All-Star break, so think Boston will come out on top.
And the biggest problem the Celtics seem to have is losing to teams that aren't in the playoffs or are kind of outside. The Hawks are in the playoffs, so I think they'll take them seriously. I think they go on the road and get the win as well. The Hawks, again, they now have the Cavs. They go up to Cleveland next night. Cleveland, they could see the Cavs and the Hawks in the playoffs. This might be a preview.
Yeah, I think it probably will be a preview. I think the Cavs, I'm going with the Cavs. I think they're the better team. I think they're one of the better teams in the NBA. I think they'll get the win. It's not going to be easy, but I think they'll come out on top, definitely.
I agree with you. I think after the Celtics game, they regroup and they get the win against the Hawks. Final game, Clippers and Spurs. Spurs playing great, but the Clippers can't sleep on them.
Yeah, definitely not, with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin both playing well. I'm going with the Clippers. I think the Spurs are the better team, but the Clippers, they can really rise to the occasion. So I'm going with the Clippers.
It'll be interesting. This is a national televised game. You'll be wondering to see if the Spurs rest their players. I say no. I say they get the win. But that's been happening a lot, resting of players. So we'll see. Don't forget that Andrew's special is on Friday night, the Hanover Girls Hockey season wrap-up. And YCN Sports Talk premieres every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching.